It's Friday the 13th. It's Friday the 13th, and you fucking afraid of them ghosts? I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. It's Friday the 13th here. It's May 13th. I don't know if people are fucking scared or not. I mean, if you're scared, not saying it, don't go to church, please. Please do not go to church, please. If you're scared, church is definitely not the place if you're scared. I mean, and I'm not trying to advocate that, church is a bad thing. Be careful. Be careful where you think, you know, groups or associations that you might try to become a part of may not be what you think it may be. Well, today is Friday the 13th, and we're gonna fucking fire up the marijuana. Look at that. We got a bowl here. Yep, look at that. Oh, yeah, we're gonna fire it up. You're gonna get high. We're gonna talk about sports today. Yesterday the fucking NFL schedule was released. Open up the season. We have Bills versus Rams. What do we think? I think hell of a good game to start out the season with. The Bills and the Rams. You've got the champions versus, the Bills are building on something, guys. The Buffalo Bills ain't not your grandfather's, Buffalo Bills, not the Bill Kelly, not the Jim Kelly, Bill Kelly, my man, Jim Kelly. But these Bills are going to be ready for that matchup here. I mean, it's going to be bumping down there in SoFi and Campton, California, and Inglewood, out in that area. That's where the SoFi Stadium is. It's in Inglewood, which is, Inglewood and Compton, South Central, Watts, all that type of area. Those of you that ain't familiar with fucking California, I was born and raised in this motherfucker. And people, I mean, it's tricky to always give my opinion about the state I love and the state I was born and raised in. I mean, I love the state as far as we got a lot of beaches, we got some rivers, we got lakes. You could go to the mountains, you could go to casinos. I mean, you could go skiing, you could go to the beach, you could go get high, you could go to bars, you could go in the middle of the fucking desert, you could go Yosemite National Park, you could go to Joshua Tree, and you can go to the big redwoods up north, up all the way up in Northern California. You go to Humboldt, you know, you can go to the Bay Area, you can go to Sacramento, the capital. You got the mountains. You could do. I mean, there's lots of plenty of good things. But that being said, doesn't mean everybody that's from this state or represents this state is a good representative of our state. Much like every other state and every other country, you have good people and you have the fucking shitty people and you have the other people in between. It's people that are either good or bad. It doesn't matter which way they're on the side. They're just here nor there. And that's what I say about California. That it's being wrecked because it's not that the people are making it worse. It's people that are elected or put over us that are putting us in this situation. And yes, some people are, contributing to the degeneracy of the society, or but who ultimately has control? The government. I mean, we supposedly want to have control or believe that we have control, but we don't, and it's because we don't feel we have power. And it's weird. It's like we're supposed to be in control. We believe that we have power, but we don't believe. In essence of believing in something, it's like it's like some of those players that compete to go for a championship every year. Every team believes they have a chance to win the Super Bowl, the NBA, or whatever, but the reality and the things eventually throughout the season sets in. Now your team is either shitty and not having a good season, your team is right there in the mix of it, or your team is looking like, damn man, this team might win the Super Bowl. I mean, that's the same thing with our life. Not all those Super Bowl contending teams have all the players or have the things that necessarily makes them the best looking team. I mean, if you look at last year's, for example, everybody kind of knew the Rams basically Rams, especially once they got Von Miller and then they got OBJ. Everybody kind of knew it was Super Bowl or bust for them. Then you look at a team like the Bengals, where nobody was really counting them to go to the Super Bowl, and look what they did. They made it there and had it not bit for some drives that got stopped down the stretch, like three solid drives. If one of those three drives ended up with some points, we could be talking about Joe Burrow and his team. But that's what I'm saying. Nobody thought, oh, the Bengals, oh, Joe Burrow, oh, Bengals, their defense sucks. I mean, but here you had a team that everybody knew like how the makeshift of the team, and then you had you had an unknown team, a team that didn't it's like kind of like the Niners. The Niners were breezing on through. I mean, what the Niners didn't whatever and ended up in the Super Bowl against the Bengals. I mean, then we're talking about two teams that nobody saw coming there. So, but I'm happy about the NFL schedule. As a Vikings fan, we start off against Green Bay. So those of you Green Bay fans, you're gonna have to come to Minnesota to start the season, and maybe not the best place you want to start, and maybe we don't want you guys to come in as the first team. So I mean, but hey, I welcome it. I hope we can get a W come week one. Hopefully, we're gonna have a healthy team. I want to see what this new coach. I want to see what Kevin O'Connell and his regime can bring to the Minnesota Vikings. If we could take it to the next level that Mike Zimmer and those guys could not take us. So it's gonna be interesting. And like I said, a lot of interesting games. We got 3 games on Christmas. We got a lot of loaded games for a lot of games loaded for Thanksgiving. I mean, it's gonna be. And one game, especially before my birthday, that I'm looking forward to is the Minnesota Vikings. We're playing the New York Giants, and that's my mom's team, and also one of my other good friends, CPR. Well, he goes by CPR. Good old Ab. And we're playing them this year, and it's right the day before my birthday. So I'm kind of happy about that. Kind of happy to see that I get to play our family's team, so we can I mean it's all fun. We give each other shit. But at the end of the day, we sit there root with each other, and we do fantasy football. We bet, we gamble, we ride, we love, and also my sister's a Cowboys fan. We get to get some revenge, hopefully, for our debacle last year. We lost against fucking Brandon Rush or Cooper Rush, I should say. My bad, Cooper Rush fucking beat us. But hopefully this year it's gonna be a different story. Hopefully we're gonna be tap dancing on the fucking Dallas Cowboys ass this year. But we'll see when the season comes to for ahead. And so we'll be doing some fantasy football drafts up on here. Do some mock drafts here. Maybe we'll do a mock draft today. Maybe we'll just kind of go out there do a mock draft. See exactly how many people are out there going and hyped up for the season, and I want to kind of see where the running backs are going here. I mean, I want to see if people are fading Derrick Henry or people fading McCaffrey. Are they taking more of a Jonathan Taylor? They're taking the Nick Chubb. They're taking these next guys up, the Austin Ecklers of the world. So, but before that, we will get into our bets from yesterday. Let's run down yesterday's bets here. All right, yesterday, we'll start with MLB first. MLB, we took what is it? We took an 8-team. We took an 8-leg. We took all 8 games on the slate yesterday and put a bet on it. And this is how it went. We had the Mets on the run line minus a run and a half. We had the team total under 8 runs in the A's and Tigers. We had the team total under 8.5 runs in the Orioles and Cardinals. We had the Twins money line in game 2 of that. We had the team total under 8 runs in the Reds and Pirates. We had the team total under 8.5 runs in the Royals and Rangers. We had Yankees money line, and we had Dodgers to win by a run and a half. So we'll break it down game by game. The Mets, they dominated. They played very well. They ended up covering the run line. Started us off good. Then the A's and the Tigers, it was 5-3 in the ninth, and then basically there was no other runs, so it stayed under the 8 runs there. It stayed at 8 runs. So then we had the Orioles and Cardinals. Orioles won the game 3-2. Cardinals were trying to come back, but that ended up at 5, so we stayed under the 8. The Minnesota Twins, however, they got blanked 5-0. They played very shitty. Then we had the Reds and the Pirates here. The Reds ended up winning 4-0, so that stayed under 8 runs. We had the Royals and the Rangers. That definitely stayed under 8 runs. The Yankees won yesterday. Was what, 15-7 here? Pretty high scoring run totals in there. So I definitely like them. I was getting the Yankees at plus 130. I mean, you gotta be a blumping idiot to not take the New York Yankees on the money line at plus 130. They were on the road. Yes, they're facing Dylan Cease. He is a good pitcher. Chicago White Sox are a pretty good baseball team, but they're kind of dealing with some injuries at the moment. But Yankees right now are playing really good. The bats are really good. I mean, Lasagna. I would say get Lasagna out of the fucking bullpen. Keep Michael King there. He's pitched really well in the bullpen, but Jonathan Lasagna fucking cannot pitch to save he could save his own career. He couldn't save himself out of a paper boat. And then the Dodgers they wanted to come back last night, but they ended up losing in the ninth inning by giving up 2 runs. So that's how that went here. So we went 6-2. 6-2. We had a chance. We had a chance at winning $360. And if we would have betted the Astro run line and we went Phillies money line, we would definitely have cashed this morning. It'd probably be a lot more than that. It probably been a lot more than that 360, that's for sure. Especially if I added the Phillies in there. All right, so we definitely played our cards right there. Let's go to the NBA. We had the NBA and we had let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We had an 8-teamer between the NBA and the NHL. We took the 76ers minus the 2 on the spread. We had the team total over 206.5. We had the Mavericks plus 2. We had the over 211.5. We had the over 6 goals in the Hurricanes and Bruins. We had the under 6.5 goals in the Maple Leafs and Lightning. We had the Blues on the goal line here to win by a goal and a half. And we had the Los Angeles Kings on the money line. Well, as y'all know, the 76ers are not in the playoffs anymore. They lost. The game did not go to the over. It stayed under. It was 99-90 was the final there. So it went 199. So it even went under 200 there. So I basically lost both the picks there. The Mavericks dominated the Suns at home. So that plus 2 was an easy cash. Then we had the over 211.5. That did not go over, so that definitely went under. So we went 1-3 in NBA. Hockey, the Hurricanes and the Bruins. The Bruins ended up winning. They won 5-2, so they went over that 6-goal hump. And the under 6.5 goals in Maple Leafs, it went over by 1 goal in overtime. They were tied at 3, and then the Tampa Bay Lightning won. So those of you that butted on the Lightning, I know some people that I was watching in the pub sports chat, they were basically this one guy basically predicted it. He said, "Hey, I'm basically going on the live on Tampa Bay, and I think there's a chance that they could, Toronto has a history of fucking up and not closing out, and so then boom, and look what happened. Guy got a plus 200, and man, you're sitting pretty right now. The bankroll. The Blues won. They won 5-1. So St. Louis Blues have been my go-to, my hockey lock team. The Blues have been a lock team for me so far in this Stanley Cup playoffs. They've been one of the teams that I like and that have been really good to me. Have not really, haven't really did me wrong. I mean, some teams, like I said, I'm not a hockey guy. I'm not a hockey expert by any means necessary. I'll leave it up to all these other hockey people, or the guys up north, or the Russians, or somebody else that loves to play hockey. Minnesotans, New Yorkers, whoever, people that love to play hockey, you know. But and then the Kings, they lost. They ended up losing at home. So we went. So out of that 8 teams, we only won 3, and we lost 5. So we didn't do so well as far as NBA and NHL was concerned. But baseball, like I said, if they would have picked the Twins on the money line, and if we would have picked the Phillies, and we'd probably been doing the happy dance today, and having a hell of a lot more bankroll to be able to bet on. But that being said, let's run down today's games. We're gonna go down. We're gonna run down today's games here. We'll start with baseball because baseball usually generally runs before. So we're starting off with the first game here at 6:35 Eastern Time in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We have Tyler Mahl from the Reds on the bump, taking on Mitch Keller here. So you got a battle of the red hot bats here from the Reds here. They've been playing really well. I mean, they're probably the worst team in baseball. Not going to sugarcoat it. Worst team in baseball, but they do got hot bats. Doesn't mean because a team is the worst team in baseball doesn't mean that team cannot cash you money and make you a bankroll and make you some money. Make you some motherfucking money. Don't you want some motherfucking money like Butters? Butters Leopold starts, I know he's a fake fictional character on South Park, but that's who doesn't want to win some motherfucking money? I don't care if you're a man or a woman. Who doesn't want to have some motherfucking money in your pocket? Because when you don't have no money, you can't do shit in this world today. Unfortunately, good looks and barter system isn't working right now. Unless you're a chick, if you're a woman, I mean, people and women get offended by that. Women get offended by, oh, how dare you say that we get everything? Well, you kind of do. Yeah. Not saying it's your fault and not saying it's because you got pussy and tits and boobs and this and that. Well, let's just say, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Okay? I'm not sexist in any single way, but I've seen women do things and they're getting out of situations that if a man did the same thing, he ain't getting out. Okay? He ain't getting the same benefits, okay? If you see a man looking with puppy dog eyes, I don't think he's getting the same look as when a woman comes with the puppy dog eye looks. Just saying. Just saying. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. Let's let it be known. Let's let it be known out here. So they're both pitchers are righties here. Both pitchers are right-handers. So let's see. Let me give you some more breakdown. Let's get the ERAs. I'm gonna go look over here. And I don't want to see what I just saw on this fucking whatever. So that's just let's just keep it sports right now. We'll go into some other bullshit once we get done. When I see certain shit, it's like I'll go off on a whole fucking tirade. We're trying to get on some baseball. We're trying to talk some sports before I get on my. We got the Byron Nelson here. Okay, all right. So we're gonna have 78 degrees. Okay, first pitch will be 78 degrees. Okay, no reason to think about there being a. So 78 degrees in Pittsburgh. Okay, Mitch Keller. Let's start with him. He's a home pitcher. He's 0-4. He has an ERA of 6.11. And yeah, Cincinnati's pitcher is 1-4 with a 6.46 ERA. So both of these guys got high ERAs. So if I'm anybody here today, and what's the over 8 runs? I wouldn't be surprised that this game goes over 8 runs. I'm telling you right now. Just because these pitchers are just so damn bad ERA wise. I mean, if your ERA's in the six, dude, and look at 0-4, 1-4. So both these pitchers are pretty shitty. And right now the Reds bats are batting pretty good. And I don't know about the Pirates, but who knows? Pirates maybe. It's Friday the 13th. Maybe some weird stuff happens. But yeah, I mean, definitely a game that I could definitely see that runs come off the board. All right, and then we got the next game here at 6:40 Eastern Time. We have Corbin Burns and the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Miami Marlins and Pablo Lopez. Pablo. All right. Pablo Lopez is 4-1. He's the home pitcher. He is 4-1. He has a 1.00 ERA. So very, very sharp. Very, very good pitcher. And he's. Are you haunted by your cable service? Have you noticed strange? Oh no, I'm not haunted by my cable service. But if you just don't shut the fuck up, ESPN, with your sorry ass stupid ads, I, you know. All right, so Pablo Lopez, he's got a 4-1. He's pitching very well here, especially he's at home. But then you got Corbin Burns, who's also is pitching well. He's 1-2. He's got a 1.86 ERA. So definitely these pitchers up here. They don't give up the smoke too much here. So definitely a game that they got six runs here. I mean, yeah. I mean, hey. I mean, you got two really good aces on the mound here. I don't see why, 6 would be nice or a little bit more, but it just depends. How's the weather looking like down there? Well, obviously it's Florida, so it's probably going to be a little bit, I'd say probably going to be in the 70s too as well, probably. Something pretty nice, particularly. I mean, the game's going to be on at 6:40. Might get a little cool. Might still have a little bit warmth down there. All right. In the next game we got Frambo Valdez, and he's a lefty. And they got 10-game winning streak. Houston Astros going up to play against the Washington Nationals and Josiah Gray, their young rookie here. So let's look at the ERAs in this game. The game is going to be 72 degrees. Okay, so nice little warm. It's gonna be nice little warm. Not too warm, but nice comfortable weather there. Let's see. Josiah Gray is 4-2 on the season. He has a 3.45 ERA. Then you got Frambo Valdez. He's 1-2 with a 3.34 ERA. So both these pitchers are pitching in the mid threes, the mid 3 ERA, which isn't bad. Josiah's got 4 wins and 2 losses. He's a young pitcher here, so the Astros got some hot bats right now. They're playing really well right now, so that's you got that playing for them. But the Nationals have been okay. I mean, they're 11-22. I mean, both these teams are basically polar opposites of each other. So we got 8 runs here, which, I mean, 8 runs isn't bad here. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what I'm betting now, but I'm just going to tell you what the over/under is as far as that goes here. We'll go into the betting segment and running down numbers onto that. Next game we have at 7:10 Eastern Time. We have Jordan Lyles and the Baltimore Orioles taking on Eduardo Rodriguez and the Detroit Tigers. All right, let's see here. We got Eduardo Rodriguez is 0-2 on the season so far. He has a 4.50 ERA. Jordan Lyles is 2 for 2 on the season. He has a 4.05 ERA. So both these pitchers are in the fours. So both these pitchers do give up runs. It's going to be in the 80s here. It's going to be in the 80s. So the ball maybe tend to go out here. Both pitchers are not very good, or look like they do give up hits and probably runs. So another game that I don't know. It's what 7.5, I think it is. Yeah, we got 7.5 right now. 7.5 is the over/under total. All right. Next game at 7:10, we also have the Toronto Blue Jays and Kevin Gossman taking on Tampa Bay Rays and Drew Rasmussen. So Tampa, they're playing inside, so you ain't got to worry about the heat or any type of weather. Drew Rasmussen is 3-1. He has a 2.89 ERA. Kevin Gausman is 3-1 with a 2.13 ERA. So both these pitchers, one's pitching in the high twos, almost three. The other one's pitching in the low twos. So definitely a game where the pitchers can pitch well, but you never know. The bats could get hot. Six and a half is the over under right now. And then the next game that we have on the docket at 7:10 here, we have the Seattle Marco Gonzalez, lefty, for the Seattle Mariners taking on Max Scherzer and the New York Mets here. It's going to be 65 degrees, but there's going to be rain here. Rain in the forecast in Queens, New York tonight here at Citi Field. Max Scherzer is pitching very hot, 4-1. He's pitching He has a 2.92 ERA. Marco Gonzalez, on the other hand, is 1-4 with a 3.91, almost a 4. So you got one ace pitching very well, and you got another guy not pitching so well and on the road. And then it's going to be raining. I mean, is this game going to get rained out? I don't know. I'm probably going to stay away from this game as far as betting it, especially if any type of game has any type of weather. Definitely any weather implications. I definitely try to stay off those type of games. So we got 7 runs, I think, is the over/under. Yeah, 7 runs is the over/under in that game. And so next game we have at 7:20 Eastern, we have the San Diego Padres and Yu Darvish taking on Max Fried and the Atlanta Braves in hot Atlanta tonight. Tonight it will be a nice 76 degrees at Trust Park here in Atlanta, Georgia. Max Fried has a 4. He's 4-2 on the season with a 2.68 ERA. We have Yu Darvish, who is 3-1 with a 4.05 ERA. His ERA, is a little high, but he's 3-1. So both pitchers pitching pretty well so far in the season here. And both teams, Atlanta's just 2 games below 500. You have the Padres, they're 8 games above 500. So definitely going to be a good matchup there here. Definitely. We got 7 runs there. I mean, unless the bats get hot here. But definitely going to be a good game in hot Atlanta. Then we have 8:05 Eastern. We have Nick Pivetta and the Boston Red Sox taking on Danny Dunning and the Texas Rangers. It is going to be 91 degrees. It's going to be a sweltering 91 degrees at Global Life Field tonight in Arlington, Texas. Not quite in Dallas, outskirts, Arlington, Fort Worth. They're like, same. But they're like suburbias of Dallas. All right. So we got, what do we got? 8.5. 8.5. We got Nick Pivetta, who's 0-4 with a 6.08 ERA. We got Danny Dunning. He's 1-1 with a 3.38 ERA. So 8.5 is the total. So yeah, that's pretty interesting there. Nick Pivetta seems to be like a gas can there. Then we also have at I want to say 7:10 Central Time. We have Aaron Cavalli and the Guardians taking on Sonny Gray and the Minnesota Twins. Well, last night the Twins did screw me last night. And Sonny Gray is 0-1. He has a 3.48 ERA. Aaron Cavalli is 1-2. He has a 9.45 ERA. So would I be remiss to say that I'd like to take take the over 8 runs in this game? But I don't know. I don't know if I trust the Twins. Yesterday they only mustered up 3 runs. Well, it was 5-1. Then they only got 2, and then they didn't get any runs the second game, the game that they're supposed to play. So I don't know if I trust that. Even though Cavalli probably another gas can. He was really good last year. I don't know what happened this year, but definitely gas can for sure. All right, then we have another game. Like I said, about the same time here, 7:10 Eastern time. We have Garrett Cole and the New York Yankees taking on Vince Velasquez and the Chicago White Sox. Let's go look at Vince Velasquez. He is 2-2 with a 3.97 ERA. We have Garrett Cole. He is 2-0 with a 2.67 ERA. So the Yankees got some hot bats right now. The Yankees definitely have a lot of hot bats. It's going to be 83 degrees. So, it's going to be fairly warm. The ball, it was 15-7 last night. Set over under 7.5 runs tonight. Do you take the over? I mean, I don't know. All right, I don't know about that one there. I mean, I was a big backer of the Yankees here. Now tonight, obviously, the money's going to be on. It's going to be on the White Sox here, but I would still take I would still take Yankees on the run line. I wouldn't be scared. Or you take the over under 8 here. All right, next game we have will be at 7:15. Uh, you know, Central Time. We have Logan Webb and the San Francisco Giants taking on Jordan Hicks and the St. Louis Cardinals at Busch Stadium tonight in St. Louis, Missouri. It's going to be 83 degrees and there's thunderstorms, so this game might not even go off here. So two games that possibly have a chance to get postponed is probably this Giants and Cardinals game, and I'm going to say the Seattle Mariners and the Mets game. Those are probably 2 games that I'm probably not going to bet tonight, just because of the simple fact that if you got thunderstorms and rain, more likely there's going to be a delay or going to be a rain out. But who knows? I mean, things could change. Who knows? But Jordan Hicks here, he's 1-2 with a 3.78 ERA, and Logan Webb is 4-1 with a 3.82 ERA. Logan Webb's the better pitcher here, but Giants are on the road. We'll see definitely how they do. St. Louis has been playing really well at home. It's been very warm there, and they're expecting thunderstorms because they've been having a lot of thunderstorms because of the hot weather, and then all of a sudden, the storms have been moving through South Dakota, Iowa, Illinois, all that, and you got storms down in I think Louisiana as well and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see about that one here. All right. Then we have Central Time here. We have 6:40 Eastern. I mean 6:40 Mountain Time here. We have the Kansas City Royals and Zach Greinke taking on Kyle Freeland in the Colorado Rockies. All right. Let's start with Freeland. Kyle Freeland is 1-for-3 with a 3.94 ERA. Zach Greinke is 0-for-2 with a 2.67 ERA, so not too bad, even though he hasn't won a game. But I don't know if I trust the Royals. I mean, they're 10-19. They haven't really played very well. I mean, And the Rockies tend to play better at home. We have the over under is 10.5 runs. I mean, I could especially with Colorado. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past Colorado getting runs, but I don't know if the Royals are aptitude to get that here. So and then we'll the last games of the night here. We have 9:40 Eastern. We have 6:40 West Coast time. We have the Los Angeles Angels and our man Chase Sliceth. We got Chase Sliceleth here pitching on the mound for the Angels tonight. Here is his first start here. It's going to be his first start. And he'll be facing against the Oakland Athletics and Dalton Jeffries here. Dalton Jeffries is 1 for 5 with a 5.22 ERA. And the other pitcher, he's a rookie. So I mean, I know another rookie that the Angels had that did well was Reed Detmer. So I'm not saying don't be afraid to take the Angels tonight, even though it's an unknown pitcher. You got Dalton Jeffries here, but the A's do play well at home. I'm gonna say that they do play well at home rather than they do on the road. But they did on the road. They have been playing very well though. They've been having some. And then the Angels, well, we're going to see tonight here. 7.5 is the over under. Then we have Drew Smiley and the Chicago Cubs taking on Zach Davies and the Diamondbacks. We have Zach Davies he's 1-1 on the season with a 3.34 ERA. We have Drew Smiley, he's 1-3 on the season with a 3.04 ERA. So I mean, I would, I mean, Diamondbacks play very well at home, so I mean, I definitely wouldn't mind the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks play here at home, but who knows? The Cubs might be able to steal one tonight. Who knows? But we have 9 runs. 9 runs is the over under in that game. And last but not least, we have Kyle Gibson and the Philadelphia Phillies taking on Walker Buehler and the Dodgers. Phillies took the first game last night 9-7. They were up early and often. So Walker Buehler is pitching. He's only lost one game. He's 4-1. He has a 1.96 ERA. But Kyle Gibson, he's 3-1 and he's got a 2.94 ERA. So a little bit worse, but still, I mean, Kyle Gibson's pitching very well. So I expect it to be another great game down there at Chavez Ravine down there in LA tonight. So that is your baseball. Let's get into your NBA here. Obviously, we know the games. We have the Boston Celtics taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee has a chance to close it out and try to be repeat champs, or does Boston force a game 7 here tonight? I think it's going to be a good game. I mean, obviously, the point spread saying the point is saying that. I wouldn't be surprised to see Boston sneak this game out here. I would not be surprised to see Boston sneak this one out. I just think these two teams, unlike the Miami Heat and the 76ers, these two teams are really good. I mean, I wish the Celtics and the Bucks was going to be the Eastern Conference Finals, but I'm not trying to discard any of those people that root for the Heat and the Miami Heat because the Miami Heat have played well this year. They got all their players to play very well, and it's remained to see. I mean, the bubble. A lot of people say the Miami Heat is a fluky team. They that when they went to the bubble and lost to the Lakers, it was all bullshit. They lost last year in the first round, but this year looks like they're ready for the deep run here. And so, who do they get? Do they get Milwaukee, or do they get the Celtics here? So, I mean, if it goes one more game, then both teams is going to be one more tired game that these teams have to go through. Or does Milwaukee close it out tonight? So that way the series will be. So we got like I said, on the point spreads, it's one, and basically the Celtics are plus 100 tonight, or what should we call even money, and then we have over 212.5, and then the next game we have the Memphis Grizzlies and the Golden State Warriors. Warriors are favored to win by 8 tonight, and a chance to close it out. Obviously, the Suns and Mavericks are going to a game 7. The Suns were unable to close it out. So, do the Grizzlies have enough? Do the Grizzlies have enough tonight to force a game 7? And it'll be remaining to see, because the Grizzlies at home, they play really well, but the Warriors, they're gonna have that fans and those crowds, man. It's gonna be a different ball game. I mean, just like Milwaukee, they're the champs, and their fans are gonna be rocking and rolling. Those guys are gonna be wanting to win. So we have over under 218.5. And let's see, next we got Sir Stanley Cup here. We got do or die for the Penguins there. No Sid the Kid tonight. So we got Rangers and Penguins. We got Florida Panthers and the Capitals. Capitals trying to force it to go to a game 7. We'll see if they can do that. Same thing with the Dallas Stars. They're hoping that they will be able to force that. So those are your games. Those are our games here. We're like I said, we're about 2.5 hours away from any type of tip off or any type of games getting underway. So that's why we're doing our show right now, so that way we can get down here, get down to the nitty gritties, and figure out what we're gonna do here. Figure out what our plays are gonna be here. And so I'm the type of person here that you know we're just gonna chill right here. Let's see here. We're just gonna hang right here. I'm just gonna kind of kick it right here over here by the window where there's a little bit more light here for myself here, and we're just gonna kind of hang out for a bit. We're gonna take like a moment to reflect and see. We're trying to we want to process the games that the games and the slates that we know, and we're gonna try to break them down here. And I'm gonna get myself some water here because I've been talking for a while, and my damn mouth's getting cotton mouth like a motherfucker, and I'm about to smoke too some more. So obviously I need my water, need my H2O, even though we're 80% water. Probably heard me drinking that like, damn man, you're like a camel, you're thirsty. And like a dog in pants and needs his water, needs his fair share of water. But all right, all right, let's get this. Like I said, get this set up. I only lost 2 games, so man, I'm trying my best to win a parlay here. I mean, that would have been my first big parlay win here on 18 parlay there. That right there. I mean, I've been close a couple times this year on like some 18 parlays where I've either been in one or two teams shy here. So like I said here. All right, so let's see here. Ooh, the Reds are actually favored here, and there's really no favorites as far as. And then we have the over under 8 runs here. And like I said, we're looking at these pitchers here, 6.64 here and 6.11. I mean, somebody's got to pitch decent here, and I'm not. I'm just. Yeah, 8 here. I mean, 8 is a number that they kind of want you. It's like a magic. It's like a magic number here. I mean, Reds. I mean, I'm the Undertaker. Let me tell you, I'm the Undertaker. I'm not. I'm not Paul Bear. I'm not the wrestler Undertaker, but I take the unders a lot. I take the unders more than the overs, just because. I mean, I just feel like there's just a lot of. Most games are unders until they go over. A smart, wise better told me. Every game is an under till it goes over. Now that's smart. That's not smart. That's smart there. All right. I mean, Pirates got blanked here, so and there was only four. There was only 4 runs yesterday accounted for it. So, do I think there's gonna be more runs accounted for today here? It's the first game out the gate here, or do I feel like the Reds, man? Maybe the Reds finally figured it out. They got the bat swinging. They got the bat swinging good here. I mean, I don't really want to pick them to win by a half. That's dangerous. If I'm gonna go anything with them here, I'd take the money line with them here. But I think I'm gonna go with my first bet here that I'm taking here. I'm gonna take the team total under 8 runs here, and I think at least if it does get some runs going here, maybe it doesn't get too crazy here. So, so that's the first bet here. First bet we got here. First bet. Like I said we haven't finalized it yet. Just in case we want to maybe we think of it some other way here. All right. So we go to the next game here. We got the Brewers versus the Marlins here. I mean, I would love to take the Marlins here tonight here over the Brewers, man. Just because Pablo is he's a really good pitcher, man. He's a really good pitcher for Miami. I think he's probably he's probably their best pitcher here. Um, Corbin Burns, man. He pitches really well. I mean, he doesn't really either one of these pitchers don't really give up too many runs. So the fact that this game is under 6, so I mean, first 5 means it's gonna be like somewhere around 3. Which I mean, if I'm getting 3 runs in the first 5 innings, I mean, man, I'd be telling here. I mean, in pitcher's duel, I love the unders. Pitching duels, I love the unders, but sometimes it's not always a pitcher's duel. Sometimes one team, get ahead or like I'm reminded of the game, when the Angels ended up losing here when Shohei Ohtani was pitching. It was like 1-0, and then it was like 2, and then it was like 2-2. Then it was just You just never know, man. You never know. And then it's like whose bullpen do you trust more? And I think I could probably trust the Brewers bullpen more than I kind of trust the Marlins bullpen at this rate here. So so what I think I'm gonna do here is I want to take the I think I'm gonna take the Marlins here. I think I'm gonna take the Marlins here on the money line here. My second bet here. I mean, I like them. I like Marlins was one of the. I mean, I don't know if anybody goes back and reads my has read my sorry about the fart and squeeze my cheeks there. But Marlins is one of the young teams that I thought was gonna play well this year, and so far they played pretty decent. I mean, they're not leading the National League East, that's for sure. It's the New York Mets, but they're playing pretty decent. I'd say the Marlins are 14 and 17, so I mean they're not. Yeah, I mean it's not like it's not like they're the Pirates or they're 13. Well, Pirates are almost about the same categories. Yeah, it's not like they're the Reds 8 and 24 or the Tigers 9 and 23. Yeah, you got the Nationals 11 and 12 here. You got the Red Sox 11 and 20 here, or the Royals 10 and 19 here. I mean, the Cubs are 11 and 19 here. I mean, the A's are 14 and 19 here. So I mean, hey, I mean, so yeah, I'm just a believer in Pablo. I think get it done tonight here. Pablo gets it done tonight here. And then the next game here, we got the Astros and we have the Nationals here. The Natty Nats here. You got Cy Gray here. I mean, he's my pitcher. I have him in fantasy, and I want to take the Nationals first game, but I don't know, man. The Astros are hitting really well right now, but Jeremy Pena might not play today here. I don't know if he kind of when he was running out, and then he kind of like when he was running out and the ball you know, got thrown away past wherever I think he kind of like jerked it to where he might have pulled something, and so now he's going to be day to day for right now, but who knows? Hopefully, there's no long term effects because he's a really good young, intricate hitter that basically taking Carlos Correa's spot. Now here I wouldn't mind taking either the Astros on the run line here because it's always been good for me, or the under 8 here. I think and I think I might be leaning more towards the under 8 here. I think I like the under 8 a little bit more here. But I mean, the Astros have always been a good cover for me, and like I said, I'm the Undertaker here. I'm the under, so that's the second under 8 runs game that we've took so far today here. Astros and that uh, short abbreviation here. Okay, so now we got 3 games already. Now the next game we have the Orioles and the Tigers here. Oh man. Oh, I mean, I start here? Orioles, Orioles and Tigers. I mean, Orioles, definitely. Like I said, they're a team, and the Tigers too. I mean, these are two, but it doesn't mean that these teams won't compete against each other and put up the runs here. Um, as I look at these pitchers here, these pitchers in this matchup here. We'll look at the pitchers in the matchup here. I mean, we got Lyles, who's 2-2, but he's got a 4.05 ERA. Then you got Eduardo Rodriguez, who's 0-2 with a 4.50. And it's going to be 80 degrees there, so definitely going to be a warm day at the ballpark in Detroit here. Warm, humid day there, so I mean, they want you to kind of take the under. They want you to take the under 7.5 runs there here. Or they want you to take the Tigers here, or I mean, It's not the best take here, but I'm gonna take this plus a run and a half here for the Orioles here. I like that here. I don't know. I mean, it's not very, like I said, it doesn't make me very much money here, but I like it here. I like the take here. I just think both these teams are pretty. I'm not saying they're the same, but they're in the same type of tier. Let's just say that they're in the same tier of the level of play. So I mean, and I just think it's going to be a close game. That's just my theory. All right. Then we have the next game here. We have the Blue Jays. We have the Blue Jays and we have the Rays. I mean, the Rays have been a tough team here. But both pitchers here, you're looking at, you got 19 and 13, and you got 17 and 15 here. You got a pitcher, Kevin Godman's 3-1. He's got a 2.13 ERA, and you got Rasmussen, who's 3-1 with a 2.89, almost a 3. So I mean, we're looking at, yeah. I'm gonna take the over in this game here. I kind of like the over here. Blue Jays and Rays. I don't know. Something's telling me take the over. Take the over in that game here. Take the runs. Take the runs and run with it here. All right. So now we have the Mariners and Mets. I think I'm gonna skip that game because I just feel that in the Braves and Max Fried under 7 runs. Oof. I do like the pitching matchup though here. Well, I'm staying away from the Mariners and the Mets because of the rain. The Padres. Yu Darvish has pitched very well, and Fried's pitched kind of well as well. So, um, we'll take the under 7. We'll take the under 7. It's not my favorite, but I did take two 8 run unders, and I took one over 7 run, and I took now an under 7. All right. Now the next game we have the Rangers and Red Sox here. 80. It's gonna be 80 degrees here. 80 degrees here. Do we think there's gonna be some runs in that game? You got Pavetta here. You know what? I'm gonna take over here. Let me take it over here. I'm gonna take another over here. I don't know. 8.5 runs here. Red Sox. Rangers here. I don't know. I'm feeling the runs here. So I took two overs here today. I feel like those games could definitely go that way here. The Guardians have not played well for me here. The Guardians and the Twins. Let's see, 8 here. I don't know. I want to keep. So maybe I mean I know they're the gas can, but I cannot in my very much mind take the Twins after yesterday's debacle here. I mean the Guardians are just as bad, so it's two teams that I don't really want to. But we're gonna take a chance here today. We're gonna say that the Guardians get a win. Money line there. So I definitely like that bet there. Even though I really don't like the Guardians pitcher, but all right. Then we have the Yankees. I think we're gonna stay away from that game here. And I'm gonna go. I always like the Rockies under the 10.5 here. All right, so we need one more game here. One more game. And then we take the Cubs. Under 7.5 here. Angels kind of did me dirty though. Angels have done me dirty here. Angels and A's here. I mean, I don't know here. Let's take the A's tonight here. I mean, take the A's on the money line tonight here. Maybe live to regret it tomorrow, but they've been playing really well for me. They've been cashing for me here. All right, so let's make our bet here. We're doing a 10-teamer here. Most people go, man, that's crazy, man. You own 10-teamer, Yeah. Why would you? Why would you go 10-teamer here? All right, let's make sure. Under 8, 8. All right. So let's read the bet off again here. Our 10-team parlay today will consist of The under 8 runs in the Reds and the Pirates. Marlins money line plus 125. We have the team total under 8 runs in the Astros and Nats. We have the Orioles plus to either win or to only lose by a run and a half. Then we have the team total over 7 runs in the Blue Jays and Rays. We have the team total under 7 runs in the Braves and Padres. We have the team total over 8.5 runs in the Red Sox and Rangers. We have the Guardians money line plus 130. We have the team total under 10.5 runs between the Royals and Rockies. And we have the A's money line plus 130 here. So for $1, and if we cover those 10 bets and those 10 legs cover for $1, we'll make $1,026.02. Now that's my lottery ticket right there. That's my lottery ticket, ladies and gentlemen. That is my lottery ticket here. All right, now we're gonna go to NBA and NHL here. NBA and NHL. We really got to get in the button on this one here. We shit the bag. We shit the bag yesterday here. Maybe being Friday the 13th, maybe we get lucky here. All right. All right. We had Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks here, and I'm gonna go Milwaukee. I'm gonna go Milwaukee, and I'm gonna go the opposite of what happened yesterday, and they all went under. I'm gonna take the over here, and get the Warriors -8 here, or do take the Grizzlies to keep it competitive. I don't know honestly. I mean, without Ja here and just the Warriors at home, it's gonna be a different ball game, man. I mean, I know the Grizzlies, they play a different game without him. So I mean, -8 here. I mean, that seems to be a lot here for the Warriors, but I'm gonna take that here, and I'm gonna take the over here. So the NBA bet here so far, I got the Celtics money line here plus 100. That's even money. We're getting even money for the Celtics. We're also taking team total. We're taking the over 212.5. So it's gonna go 213. And the Celtics and Bucks. So you're definitely gonna be doing that very well here. And yeah, I mean, I've been spurred before by taking the Warriors on the spread, but I don't know. I think tonight, really, they're gonna really want to end it here tonight. Here, they can at least have at least a game ahead of the Suns to have a day off here. I mean, I don't know unless Memphis comes back tonight, they just play one hell of a game here. I mean, I think we've seen the best what they did last game. I don't think they come out and blow the Warriors out here. If they win, it's gonna be a close one. All right, so we got that there. So we got the Celtics money line plus 100 and the over 212.5. We got the Warriors minus the 8, and then we're taking the over 218.5. So even in the blowout last series, even when Memphis blew out the Warriors last, it was still went over. Yeah. All right, let's go to NHL here. They kind of want us to. Without Sid the Kid here, but I don't know, man. Some reason, something's telling me I should just bet the Penguins here, man. Maybe they get one last miracle on the ice here, but I mean this one's been going over 6, but who knows? And the Rangers won last time here, but So we'll do it differently here. We'll take the Rangers here. We take the Rangers. That's the goal and a half here on the goal line here. Do that here. Panthers and Capitals. There's mm, I don't know. Capital have been good for me sometimes, and other times they have not. So we'll ride the Capitals one last time here. And I'm gonna take over the 5.5 goals here. So we took Caps money line here. That's 140 here. And then we're taking the team total over 5.5 goals. And the Flames and Stars. All right. All right. Let's lock it in here. It's a 7-way play here. We got a 7. We got our 7-way play here. So we got a 10 teamer and then we got a 7 teamer here. All right. Let's run it down here. We'll run it down once again. We'll get all our bets here. We'll run all our bets down here. All right, we'll start off with our NBA NHL parlay. We took the Celtics money line plus 100, which is even in the betting world. We took the team total over 212.5 for the Celtics and Bucks. We took the Warriors minus the 8 on the spread. We took the team total over 218.5 in the Grizzlies and Warriors. We took the Rangers on the goal line to win by a goal and a half, so they got to win by 2 goals. We got the Capitals on the money line to outright win. And we have the team total over 5.5 goals in the Flames and Stars. So, with that being said, that 7-teamer of the 7 legs cash at $1 will make $203.64. Let's go over our MLB bet. Team total under 8 runs in the Reds and Pirates. The Marlins money line. We have the under 8 runs in the Astros and Nats. We have the Orioles plus the 1.5 on the run line. We have the team total over 7 runs in the Blue Jays and Rays. The under 7 runs in the Padres and Braves. We have the over 8.5 runs in the Red Sox and Rangers. I got the Guardians money line plus 130. We have the team total under 10.5 runs in the Royals and Rockies, and we have the A's money line plus 130 here. We will make $1,000 here on that one here because it's a 10 legger. So therefore, we're 2 hours away. 2 hours away officially. 2 hours away from any type of sports here. So I'm just gonna take my time here to just kind of relax, chill for a second here. You know, it's been an hour, almost hour and 20 here, just chilling, just kicking back. I got my Warriors jersey on here. You know, yesterday I had the Miami Heat hat on. I thought I was gonna jinx them by picking the other side, but yeah, it never worked. It didn't work at all. So yeah, we're gonna cheers to a Friday the 13th. Cheers to good times, good lives. Just trying to find the best in the world. A lot of times we're always so negative and wonder why our lives don't go the way that they should because we want to be, always right or, can't we just enjoy and live life, you know? But, all of a sudden we want to control it, dominate it, master it, and do all this and that when we should just be enjoying and living. I think half the time, half the battle is, we think other things are destroying us when it's only ourselves that are destroying it. Yeah, but we don't think of that. But cheers, cheers. All right. See if there's any other shouts out to my man. It's Complete TV. Oh yeah, we also got WNBA tonight too. How rude of me. How rude of me. All right, so we got 3 games. We have the undefeated Washington Mystics taking on the 0-1 the Dallas Wings, I guess they're called. Then we have the Atlanta Dream, they're 2-0, taking on the 2-1 Las Vegas Aces. And then we have the New York Liberty, 1-1, taking on the 1-2 Indiana Fever. Links an ex All Star agreed to a buyout here. Oh, okay. Becky Hammond's the coach of the Las Vegas Aces, so that's good. So I mean, hey, uh, Epiphany Prince and Brianna Stewart enter the women's health and safety protocol, which we all know is the COVID protocol, and it's just weird. You don't hear it anymore. Nobody's talking about it. I mean, and it's coming back up here, where NBA guys are getting put for the health protocol, and you got baseball players now, and you got you got these WNBA, you got these baseball players, you know, and it makes you debate the difference. Like all these players were supposed to be vaccinated, right? But now all these people are popping up positive all of a sudden, And I'm not trying to say that there's that the don't believe the science. Of course, the science is real and this and that. But what type of science do they want us to believe? They want us to believe this type of science, or do they want to suppress the true science? I mean, because not everybody is all on the same page. Yeah, but I guess, and yeah, and yeah. Today, Brittany Griner, she's basically her detention got extended here in Moscow, so she's in a Moscow jail being detained for charges, and it has now been extended out now even more. Now she has to stay, I guess, detained in prison for another a month apparently until her trial. I mean, she appeared in court today. I mean, it hasn't really nothing been said. You know, Joe Biden And Kamala Harris, they say they give a damn. Where's all these where are all these Black Lives Matter people saying, why aren't we getting Brittany Griner? You know, well, black people should start hating Russia now because what Brittany Griner did. Well, in my opinion, if you're somebody that of my ilk that loves to smoke marijuana and you're going about traveling the world, there's some countries that don't look at weed and marijuana the same. They look at it as it's terrible and it's bad. And you try to go to the Philippines with some marijuana, get caught, you fucking get your head cut off, you get killed and executed. Oh, but in America, we're such bad racist people. But see, that's what they blind and jade all these American people to believe that they're living a hardship life more than any other person on the planet. But shit, we're facing a crisis, and our government just wants to laugh about it and think that there's nothing's going wrong and it's not their fault. That's the problem. And then you have other people in our society that are going along with it and being complacent with it. So I'm not saying we should go and just hey heave ho all these people got to go, but if you fuck up, you should be held accountable. Because if me or someone else gets caught, we're going to jail for the rest of our lives. But if certain other people, because they have a certain status or a stature, well, we all know it's called hypocrisy. It's been touted around since the beginning of time. It's nothing new. It's nothing new under the sun. I mean, just like Corona, people think, "Oh, coronavirus is new." It's not new. Yeah, it's new for them to introduce it to us, but it's not a new disease that they're not familiar with. But that's but here YouTube will come and stamp my shit as fucking disinformation. Well, I tell you what, YouTube, you're gonna go fucking bye too. You know, censoring the censorship never works for anybody, and we know who's behind this shit. Barack Obama. He came out. He came out willy nilly, and said we have to have censorship. But yet, African American people sit here day in and day out, uphold him like he's God. I'm sorry, he's not God. He didn't do anything for African American community. Now, you people could you could tell yourself that all day long until you're blue in the face. That people the same color are supposed to have your back, supposed to be your brother's keeper. I tell you what, it don't matter what color you are. People can hate, and hate has no color. Hate has no culture. Hate has no gender, and neither does death. Death comes for everybody, and so it doesn't matter who you are. If you're a good person, you're a good person. If you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit, and you should be treated as such. I'm just tired of people wanting to tippy toe around shit and always like, oh, I'm afraid to call a spade a spade, Yeah, fuck that shit. Let's see. When they got fantasy football right now. Because I know Yahoo does. Let's see. Do we have fantasy football here? uh, all right. Yeah, there we go. Try some mock drafts here. All right, so we're in a mock draft here. Scoring type, no points per reception. Oh, that's all right. It's okay. We're just doing a mock draft anyways. Let me see. All right, so I mean, I'll take the third pick. Doesn't mean I'm necessary. That doesn't. Just because you get put wherever, that doesn't mean that it's gonna be that. That's gonna be the same order. So, kind of want to see. Kind of want to see what how things go here. See what we do because I can edit my pre-draft rankings if I want to. All right, so far we got what have you? We got 6. We need 4 more people. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do one on here on ESPN and we'll do one on Yahoo. Oh, obviously, a couple people left now. I mean, does people realize this is just mock draft? This isn't like, oh, hey man, this isn't the team. This isn't the team you're gonna have. Yeah. It's complete TV. We know it's complete TV's out here watching. My man CPR. Got my man D2 the Fool out there. Got quite a few people that they fuck with me. They fuck with me heavy. I mean, do they go watch I remember one of my videos? I mean, I don't care, man. I'm not expecting everybody to kiss my ass and be like, oh, man, you didn't come see my videos. Oh, my friend. Oh, man, my shit sucks. Oh, man. Oh, man. Just the fact that, dude, I'm just trying to do something and, something I love. I love sports. You ain't got to fucking pay me millions of dollars. That's the thing about it. I love speaking from the heart, speaking with compassion. And coming from a different perspective than most people. And I'm not saying that I don't. I hate people that use analytics and stuff like that. I just think a lot of times, yeah, a lot of times it does tell you a lot of things about the game and this and that. But at the end of the day, man, you got to know it comes down to guts. Look at how many people did analytics with the freaking Kentucky Derby. How many fucking idiots got fucking yoke all over their face? The 80-1 horse wins. But then get this, the jockey on that horse is now suspended now because that horse is not going to be racing in the Preakness either because the jockey basically, I don't know, he was careless riding or something like that. I don't know. I read that shit yesterday. I was going to talk about it yesterday, but I figured like today's a good day since sports isn't, you know, for a little bit here. I just get up on here and talk about, talk. I'm like I said, I'm in here doing, mock draft. All right, let's go. It's time to open it up now. We're gonna go up in the mock draft room here. So, all right. Well, I guess I'm gonna be picking third here. So, which is good. Which is a good spot here. We got rankings here. Obviously, got Jonathan Taylor. You got Cooper Cup, Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Debo Samuel, Austin Eckler, Najee Harris, Dalvin Cook. Yeah, so on and so forth here. Now, see this one. You have to have a quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, a tight end, a flex, defense, a kicker, and of course, you gotta have a bench, which consists of one, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So you get 7. You get 7 guys. All right, so we're at the third. We're in the third pick here. So we're gonna be, obviously I don't know who wants to take who. Obviously, somebody's gonna get number 1 is gonna take Jonathan Taylor. Number 2, I mean, does that person take Derrick Henry? I mean, I don't know, man. I think Derrick Henry going to be a little more valuable here. Oh, my mom's when you're talking, so that's why I'm trying to, people think, oh, why are you whispering? I can't be too loud, My mom, she works from home, and shouts to her company, Robert Half International. They do fucking take care of people, allow people to work from home, and try to take care of them. They're part of corporations, but who knows? But Diaper Man's over here going to start, punishing people, and just it's. And I'm gonna say it nicely. I'm not mean to be derogatory. The man shouldn't be in office. And people that ask me if I'm gonna vote for Trump, no. I want somebody new, somebody that's tired of this shit. He's not gonna go for this shit. Not politically motivated on either side of the damn aisle, whether Republican, Democrat, whoever. I want somebody that's gonna fucking do their job and not be fucking coerced and not be hey man we're on the clock here. Ooh, somebody took Justin Jefferson #1. Interesting here. Jonathan Taylor here. So I got second pick here. So, I'm going to go on probabilities here. So I'm going to take Christian McCaffrey at 3. I think that's a good spot for him. And I just think that, the line that they're building here, if he can stay healthy. Obviously, Derrick Henry was the pick here, but my luck with Derrick Henry hasn't been so good. And I could have took Cooper Cup as well. He's obviously #1. Where's Debo there? Najee, yeah, Kamara, yeah, Mixon. I really value Christian McCaffrey. I think he's with his upside, with his receiving, and now they got a lineman they got in the draft. I think as long as if he can stay healthy, Christian McCaffrey's gonna have a good year. Good year, but it's always his health is always made to where he hasn't been a fantasy relevant back in a long time, but still doesn't mean that he doesn't deserve to get that look, you know. And I'm looking at the upside, that he's going to be, part of being the best player on his team. All right, so now we got Kamara still there. We got Devontae Adams, Diggs, got Tyreek Hill, Fournette, Swift, Connor, Javonte Williams. I'm pretty high on Javonte Williams as well. I would take, I'd take Christian McCaffrey, Javonte Williams, a combination here. Antonio Gibson, I like him too. CeeDee Lamb's definitely going to be a sought after commodity because he's definitely #1 there now. Yeah, Stephon Diggs here. Round 2, that's good. Mixing, you get Kamara. Alright. I like that. Obviously Tyreek Hill, Woods, T. Higgins here. Dave Montgomery, So here it's like here who do I take, really? Do I take another running back that I know? And DeAndre Swift too. DeAndre Swift wouldn't be a bad combination. I really like. He took Fournette, so I pretty much get to run anybody really. Like I know I can always get my guy, so I'm gonna draft him. And I know I can always get him back here because I don't mind a T. Higgins or a J. Brown or even a Keenan Allen if I can't get the C.D. Lamb. Okay, I just wanted to get my 2 running backs out the way, so. Well, we got Mark Andrews up there too. But now that they drafted some other young tight ends here, I think Yeah, but obviously Andrew's value is going to go up more because no Marquise Brown. Yeah, see, I knew it. First pick off the third round, Mark Andrews. I mean, I don't hate that here. I mean, I'd rather see Travis Kelsey go before him, but now I'm on the clock here. Somebody took CeeDee Lamb here, so I think here now, AJ Brown, he has to be the most explosive player here. The best boom for my boom bang for my buck here. I can't go wrong with Travis Kelsey here. I gotta take Travis Kelsey here. I think as far as wide receivers, I mean, yeah, I like T Higgins, I like Evans, I like AJ Brown, but DJ Moore and all that, I think I could get. It's too hard to pass up on a value of Travis Kelsey right there. That's that's pivotal right there, especially because yeah, I mean Juju's gonna help, but I think Travis Kelsey definitely gonna be. And yeah, and I just AJ Brown for me, he's good, but it's to be my number one RB1. I mean he's got too many injury concerns for me to be an RB1. I mean he's deserving to be a low RB1, but yeah, he's got to show that he's healthy. I mean you say it could be said by Christian McCaffrey, but Jalen Waddle. I mean I really like Jalen Waddle too. I think Jalen Waddle. I mean like I said, I mean I could on the rebounds, definitely can get some of these guys. DK Metcalf here. People are like, no, no, no. I mean, I don't have a receiver yet here. Obviously, obviously, I mean, if if Montgomery's still there, and we got Chubb and we got Josh Jacobs, I mean, Josh Jacobs now his value is going to be going, I think, good. So now that Adams, that's going to help him out more too. So Josh Jacobs is definitely another. Yeah, see somebody picked up Chubb, which yeah, Brees Hall here. Brees Kittle. Kittle was kind of a disappointment for me last year. But I think, I mean Debo hasn't got traded yet, so and they need each other because or else one's gonna get ran at. And look at we got Antonio Gibson still up there. He's still yeah. J.K. Dobbs. J.K. Dobbs is pretty. All right. Uh, all right. Somebody first quarterback off the board. Justin Herbert. Okay. Okay. Not really mad about that, but okay. Darren Waller. Michael Pittman Jr. I do like that now with Matt Ryan. That's definitely. Like I said here, I could probably go wide receiver. I think wide receiver is more of a there's more depth at wide receiver than there is like really solid running backs here. All right, so I'm on the clock here. Take Jalen Waddle here. That'd be my number one here. I mean, see, look at we still got Amari Cooper. We still got a lot of these receivers here. And Kyle Pitts, I got it to Kyle Pitts too. I mean, and now I'm on the clock again here, so I can take my man. And people probably gonna wonder why. It's like, well, you should have got more depth I mean, there's still I can still get them on the next turnaround. Still get some running backs. I mean, see, look, we got Bryce Hall up here, young guy here. We still got Ezekiel Elliott out there. We got Donald Mooney out here still. Mari Cooper. I mean, Amari St. Brown here. You got Dante Johnson. You got Chase Claypool. You got Scary Terry out here. I mean, there's some young running backs I like here. And what I like to do is I like to take two good stable running backs, and then I like to get some two young, like I had Michael Carter Jr. last year, and I had Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard for quite some time until obviously Christian McCaffrey came back. But Marquise Brown, I definitely like him in Arizona. He's definitely gonna be somebody's sleeper. Jerry Judy, I mean, I don't know. He's probably gonna fall because of the. I mean, I'm surprised nobody's got really picked up Amari Cooper. Amari St. Brown, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not really even worried about my quarterbacks. I don't worry about the quarterbacks until later on, guys. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take I'll draft like a solid quarterback, but then I'm gonna get like one of these rookies. Miles Sanders. Then we got Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Everybody thinks he's a bust. I think he's just been hurt. And he hasn't really had a chance to. So, I mean, Michael Thomas here. I think he's gonna be. He, and see, I wouldn't mind taking Zeke here, but I think he's gonna get taken off the board before I can get him. I mean, who knows? I mean, pretty sure he's gonna get taken off. I mean, the sixth round. I mean, shit. Cordell Patterson. Are you okay? I see that. And somebody took Lamar, and the Jets. Ooh, Drake London here. All right, so I'm up. I'm up the pick here. So I'm high on AJ Dillon here. And then I'm gonna take Kenny Walker the second here. All right, so we already now we need our tight ends here, which I'm pretty cool with having. I'm gonna tell you why I reached for him, Kenny Walker the third in the seventh round here. I think and most people are like, why would you take AJ Dillon here? They got I think AJ Dillon showed that he's a back that's gonna be you know worth the get back here. So I mean, Rashad Bateman, that's good. That's a good pick there too. I mean, Bills defense come off the board. Okay, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I mean, look at that eighth round, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I mean, dude, you're getting value right there. That team best right there. I mean, that's smart right there. I mean, I could have picked Clyde Edwards-Helaire here, but I like A.J. Dillon, and I took Kenny. All right, Joe Burrow went off the board here. Joe Burrow. You're going to start seeing quarterbacks go off the board here. Next, I see Gelsicki's still available out here. They got Zach Ertz out here. We still got Hunter Henry. Fireman out here. I mean, got plenty of tight ends available here. Let's see, quarterbacks here. We got Jalen Hurts. We got Dak Prescott, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. We got Deshaun Watson. We got Derek Carr. We got Trey Lance. All right, so we took Drake Loudon here. All right. Hunter Renfrow. All right, so I'm on the board here. I like Chris Oliver here. I like him. And give me Hunter Renfrow here. I mean, definitely need to go get quarterback here. Probably my next pick here. I mean, kicker I'm just going to get last here. Kicker is going to be my last pick here. I mean, in 10th round, I mean, like I said, I'll take Derek Carr if I have to. I can take Derek Carr and somebody else. I mean, I'm a believer Derek Carr was. I mean, for some people, they don't like Derek Carr. I like Derek Carr. I think he's, good quarterback, very efficient. I mean, he's like Kirk Cousins, but many people don't like him either. Allen Robinson the second, okay. 9th round, that's good. Russell Wilson coming out of the 9th round here. All right, somebody went and got a kicker here. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Deshaun Watson, I don't know. I mean, for me, I'm gonna draft him for the hell of it, but if I'm gonna do shit like that, I mean, and do I want to draft Trey Lance this year? I don't know, man. I'm not sold that the Niners really are really impressed with him here. All right. All right. So we need backup. We need a quarterback, backup tight end, defense, and kicker. Chase Claypool here. Up in 2 picks here. So I mean, Rogers is available, but I mean, I mean, I'd be a dumbass not to pick Aaron Rodgers. And I'm about to go back up tight end here. Give me Pat, man. Give me my man Pat here. All right. All right. So we definitely We need a backup quarterback. We need defense and a kicker. All right, so we need backup quarterback. We got 4 running backs. We got 4 wide receivers. James Cook here. All right, so we don't need any more. Like, I mean, I'm gonna take Trevor Lawrence here. Deshaun, yeah, taking him. I mean, he's still available. I mean, Sky Moore. Robert Woods there. He's gonna auto drive me that. I think Zach Wilson here. I think Zach Wilson plays a lot better than most people expect him to play here. Give me Isaiah Spillers here. Take 1 defense and 1 kicker. I mean, Hartman's down here. Lazard's still down here. I mean, yeah, Tyler Boyd. I mean, and those defenses who I think are going to be better defense. Well, Bengals got to get a really good defense. Colts are going to have a really good defense. Um, take Niners defense. I don't know. And they're gonna get a kicker. All right. Everything's auto picking here. My last pick here will be the kicker, Cade York. Uh, eh. Let's say it was a fun little draft. They had Aaron Rodgers, Christian McCaffrey, Javonte Williams, Jalen Waddle, Michael Pittman Jr., Travis Kelsey, AJ Dillon, 49ers defense, Cade York, Kenyon Walker III, Chris Olave, Hunter Renfro, Pat Firemouth, Pat Firemouth. We have Zach Wilson, got Isaiah Spiller, and John Michie III. A lot of young guys here. A lot of young. All right, so we did the ESPN here. Let's go to our Yahoo one here. But offline here, but we've been over here live for 2 hours here. Did a nice little draft and all that here. So we're just gonna chill and relax, hang out, get ready for the sports games, and hang out on a Freaky Friday. Hopefully we win some money. Hopefully y'all will enjoy the weekend. Take it easy. Peace out.